gotta look.
Yep. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, that was prophesied to return in these latter days, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but chiefly the elect, all right, or those individuals that the Most High, through His only begotten Son, has picked out of the nation of Israel. Because as we know, right, if you've been tuned in, the Lord ain't saving our nation.
Yep.
The Lord ain't saving the whole nation. Now, ultimately, the whole nation will be saved through something called reincarnation. They'll be brought back into the kingdom, right, through the loins of the elect. But the Lord is getting ready to X out 2/3 of His people over here in America, and we're going to touch on a primary reason as to why.
Yep.
Right, we're going to touch on faith.
Yep.
You know, because at the end of the day,
By the way, if you're speaking, you can get in the middle.
Okay, yeah.
And after you finish opening up, say your page is.
Oh, yeah,
After you finish opening up, say your page.
okay, kind.
After you finish opening up.
Kind. But as you know, as we're going to go into faith, right? Because as we're going to hold in Luke 18, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when it's all cut and dry, the Lord is looking for faith on the earth, man.
Yep.
You know, and my page on YouTube is GMS Long Suffering. GMS Long Suffering 7.
And my page is GMS Rehearsal of Righteousness. It's all put together too, no spaces. So GMS Rehearsal of Righteousness.
Yep. Yep. Could you start off with that Luke 18?
Man. This is Luke chapter 18. I'm gonna start at verse 4. I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, saying, because this is the parable of Yahushua, right? So it says, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, neither regarded men.
Yep. And that judge in these times, right? Because a judge is a what? A decision maker.
Yep.
A judge is somebody who calls the shots. All right, who's calling the shots on the planet Earth right now? Esau Edom, Job 9 and 24. All right, could you read that again, Bob?
This is Luke 18 and verse 2. From the top, saying, therefore was in a city a judge which feared not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, neither regarded men.
Yep, but not only does Esau not have any fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which fear is tied into faith as well, but 2/3 of our people, these heathen, these Americans, they don't have any fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai either. That's why the Lord is about to get down how He's about to get down. He's about to make a statement on the planet Earth because there's not enough fear.
Yep.
You got it.
This is verse 2. It's verse 3, Salakia. And it says, and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary.
Yep, you got it.
And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, nor regard men, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, least by her continual coming she weary me.
Yep. And we are that widow through the Spirit. All right, we are that desolate, poor, abandoned woman with no husband. All right, according to the scriptures, that represents us. All right, and that's why we out here crying and sighing and begging for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yah to come and wrap this shit up, man.
Yep.
You got it.
What
verse we at?
We at verse 6.
Okay.
This is verse 6. It said, and the Lord said, her, it's like you hear what the unjust judge says.
Yep.
Right? So when it said that.
You had a precept. My bad.
Okay. All right. You go ahead then.
Okay. This is Sirach chapter 19 and verse 18. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the first step to be accepted of Him.
Yep. That's it.
And wisdom obtaineth His love.
Yep.
So how do you expect? See, but people, bro, they so far. A lot of people will never understand that scripture. You know what I'm saying? The fear of the Lord, the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because the scriptures say there be gods many and lords many.
Yep.
Like that asshole that was over here, a couple hours ago talking about, God doesn't exist. You guys are wasting your time. You're brainwashed. Go do something productive.
Yep.
That loser, right? That was over there across the street, a couple hours ago when we was at the camp, right down there. He was trying to say that we were wasting our time, right? But little does he know, he don't know. He has no clue. I'm just using that as an example. You know, that scenario as an example. An individual like that doesn't believe that the Most High exists, how do you think that they could conceive his name? You know, when we say Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, that means everything to us, but it means nothing to a guy like that. So he doesn't have the fear of the Lord. You see? So he just basically, just like all these other people out here, living with no fear of what he should be fearing. People fear things like spiders and other shit, right? Things that the Lord created ultimately, but they don't consider that. You know? So that's why I said the fear of Yahweh Bashim, the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the first step to be accepted of him.
Might I add on that, because when you think about fear, like even like the priest was going into, when you think about fear, right? Fear causes somebody to do a certain action. And if you fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that's going to cause you to do something that's going to be pleasing in his eye, because you don't want to get his wrath. Right. And like the priest saying, you could clearly see that they don't fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because the fear that they fear like snakes, spiders, Esau, and you
losing
can see
their
that.
job.
Exactly, losing their job.
Which is why they'll take a mystery serum and inject it into their bloodstream. Because Esau said, well, hey, if you don't, you'll lose your job.
Lose your job, fear of losing their house and whatnot, whatever positions they have.
So come on, bro. These niggas, bro, you got to really analyze how these people view themselves.
Yep.
You know, I'm talking to the camera. You know, we got the confidence, but like, let's say, you know, a scoffer comes up to a believer that is new in the faith, trying to snatch that seed of faith out of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Trying to, you know, Satan trying to come and convince the newly converted believer in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, a demon to come up and try to say, you know, whatever, contest the truth, right? Like, how do you deal with that? Well, as a new believer, you gotta understand, man. All these scoffers, they don't believe in what you believe in. So the question is, what do they believe in? And when you analyze what they believe in, just how like this is why the Christians hate us, and the other, you know, anybody that's not in this truth, they don't like the Israelites, man. Okay, because we challenge their belief. You see, and when you see, oh damn, this person over here, they don't believe in nothing. They don't believe in nothing spiritual. They don't really believe in anything. They don't know what they believe in. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't trying to hijack your
That's the spirit.
I'm gonna get this precept and I'm gonna let you get it, bro.
I'm gonna piggyback, bro. It's all the spirit.
Okay, all right. St. John chapter 4 and 22. Okay, it says, "Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Judeans." Right? So again, we know the power that we worship. That's why we can stand in great boldness. That's why we can, you know. So do you believe, as a viewer of any of the GMS videos, what do you believe in? Right? That's why the scriptures say, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Okay? Because when the guillotine comes for you not taking that MOTV, are you what you know? We all got to deal with that battle on our own. You see what I'm saying? That hour of temptation. So you got it, brother.
Nah, that's it. That's it, and that hones in on the point of the lesson, man. At the end of the day, you're gonna be presented with a scenario, with a situation where you're gonna have to lean on faith. And how deep your faith is, how sincere it is, right? That relationship that you've been building up in this grace period, that's going to be the only thing that keeps you, all right, from bowing the knee to Baal, all right? And ultimately the spirit, man. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai got to be on you, man. You know?
Nah, this is Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 35, verse 1. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false.
The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false. You know, and that's got to be addressed, as the priest was going into, because at the end of the day, everybody outside of this circle, they're NPCs, man.
Yeah.
Their whole existence is vain and is false because it's based on lies. It's based on deceit, all right, and various things that Esau Edom has just spewed out to the masses of the people. You got it, bro.
Hey, I'm sorry, real quick. But okay, like what you just said, right? The average, like, you know, person in the world, when they hear that what they've been taught and, you know, these international institutions to be false, when they get challenged on their belief, you have two options. You either reject it or you accept it. But a vast majority of people, they'll reject it without even consideration. You see? So guess what, man? Anybody that reject the truth because they're an old wineskin, okay, guess what? We moving on, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not finna pity patty. You know what I'm saying? We're not finna beg or plead with no aid. More room in the chariot for us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, our goal is just to spread the seed. If the crows come up and pick the seed up and eat it and digest it, that's all. Hey, we did our job. He that soweth abundantly will reap abundantly. He that soweth sparingly will also reap sparingly. Okay, you got it, bro.
It's a numbers game, man. You get moved out of the way, guess what? The likelihood, our chances improve. And that's the mentality that you're gonna have getting ready to see, you know, the death and the destruction on the scale we about to see it. Every motherfucker that gets X'd out, you got to be thinking in the back of your head, well, shit, I'm one step closer, man. You know, you got it, bro.
God, I'm reading from the top. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 35, verse 1 from the top. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false.
You a dead man. Proverbs 18. He who wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You're a dead man walking. You got
exactly, because like you said that, Yahweh Shai had the parable saying that a man that hearken unto my understanding, he likened unto him to build his house upon sand. So if you don't have the understanding of these scriptures, if you're not hearkening unto them, then you're building, it's like not sand rock, but you're building a house upon sand, man, because that's your foundation. We're in the times of Yahweh Shai. He's finna test the people's foundation. What did you build your house on? What did you build your belief on? What did you weary yourself in? Did you weary yourself upon building a house upon a rock, which is the servants of Yahweh Shai? Or did you weary yourself in building your house upon sand, which is believing in Esau's nonsense, man? And why I liken Esau rulership as a shadow. A shadow is an imitation of the real thing. This means it's not reality, man. I'm gonna finish it out. It says, and dreams lift up fools.
Dreams lift up fools. You got it, bro. You gonna make one?
No, I just want to make a point. It's funny because when people go to America, what they always speak about, the American dream is lifting up these fools, having think that I could achieve this, I could do this here. These dreams lift you up, you know, without understanding that the only vision that you need to have is this vision upon these scriptures, man. That's why the Lord said, where there's no vision, the people perish. Because they don't have the understanding that Yahweh Shai is going to wipe this place out. Here it is, they're sitting there working day in, day out, not understanding that, oh, what I'm working on or what I'm wearying myself in, the Lord's going to get rid of it. You know, they're making the wrong stuff the main thing, man. You know, instead of these scriptures, that's why Proverbs 11 says, riches profit not in the day of judgment, but righteousness. So they're making an investment, but it's a horrible investment. While we're making the best investment, call law Yahweh Shai, man.
That scripture said, dreams lift up fools. That's what's keeping, like the brother said, man, the American dream. But you know, the dreams can go into anything you want. Right. Anything you have planned for your life. Right. Your damn woman. Right. You want to be the ultimate family man. Right. You want to be the top guy. Right. The top manager at your job. Right. None of that shit matters, man. It's all vanity. You know. But that's what keeps these people proud, man.
No, but then Jacob be envying Esau because the Lord allowed Esau to have that vain life.
That was it.
But you know what really is? So a lot of these Edomites, they got that reward, man, of their flesh having, you know, like substance and all that stuff, like the Chris Rock thing that the brothers put in the chat. Tazama put it in the chat today.
Within the Vatican, right?
Well, he put a link and it was like a quick little clip of a stand-up that that I watched it. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Rock said, you know, in his stand-up, he was like, which one of y'all white people in here would trade places with me? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously Chris Rock is a so-called Negro, right? And his point was like, shit, even if you a Edomite, a regular Edomite, even if you are a regular Edomite, you wouldn't even change places with me because, but why? But why? Because Chris Rock got money, you know, whatever, right? But because Esau's in his kingdom.
Yep.
Any of them Edomites have more rights and more favoritism, more like ultimately it's all spiritual.
Yeah.
They have more. They're in their kingdom, so they have more leeway. They have favoritism.
No curses on them.
You see what I'm saying? Just like when a Jake cop pulls you over versus when an Edomite cop pulls you over.
Yeah.
Like you see a Jake cop, you're like, oh shit, okay, I might get off. You know what I'm saying? If I got my insurance, you know what I mean? I might get off on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got Edomite cop, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean? It's gonna go the other way.
Ticket.
You know what I mean? You ain't gonna get off on no warning.
Yep.
Whatever y'all got.
Yeah, I got a preset. Okay, come. All right. Hold on. I'm looking for that scripture where it says in James. I thought it was in James 5 where it talks about Lord willing. You know, like basically when you go out and you take a trip and a journey, we're gonna go out and do. We're gonna go out and do this and do that. And a year from now, we're gonna go do this, but you didn't say Lord willing.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Hold on, I'm gonna find. It's in James. Let me see. I think it's in. Let's see here. James. Just say Lord. Put Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? At least I thought it was in James. Okay, let me find it. Y'all, whatever you got.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying?
Jump back to that Luke
God.
18.
This is Luke chapter 18. I'm gonna jump down to the point. This is Luke 18 and verse 8. It says, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Right. Shall he find faith on the earth? All right. That's the topic of discussion. That's what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is looking for.
Yeah, 4. Okay, James 4.
You know, and that's why through the Spirit, you know, when we were coming up, I was talking about Abraham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that, you know, the scriptures go into how Abraham, that righteousness was accounted to him because of his faith.
Yep.
And then after the faith, he utilized the faith and he worked it out with the Most High, man. You know? But that dynamic, again, is what's going to get us to endure to the end, man. Did you have something?
Yeah, I just want to add a quick little point because, like you said, that you got to understand that, you know, that faith, that's what's going to provoke somebody to do the works of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the problem when you go into, like, you know, the Sadducees and the Pharisees, they didn't have the faith, man. They was just like, what you going to do this and that. But you got to understand that when you come to serve your house, that's going to cause you to live a lifestyle pleasing unto him to the best of your ability, man. That's why when they go to Abraham, it was counted to him as faith. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could be sitting here and do the works of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But they're not doing them in truth and sincerity, man. You know, you got these other camps out here calling on false names, certain names, you know, doing certain things, but at the end of the day, they don't have the faith, so they don't walk with a certain characteristic in their day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? They come on camera, say sweet words, but off camera, they the biggest nigga, and all type of things like that, man. So it's all geared towards the faith, because the faith is gonna, and that's gonna cause you to endure, man. You know, when you think about faith, I think about faith as like the gas for the car. It's like a combination of the gas and the motor. Like if you don't have no motor in your car or gas, that car is unoperable, man.
The scriptures
I mean,
say
that car is. You go ahead,
I was gonna say, no. The Hebrews 11 says what?
Yeah.
Can we just pull it?
Yeah,
I
got
was
you.
already thinking about it.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, and then whatever, and then because I know you had that point.
Yeah.
Right. Like the brother was saying, faith is a substance. It's a it's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
It's an energy. It's an energy. You know, it's energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So when we say that, we're not just up here saying, because you know the Christian church, right? Anybody who you know has claimed to teach out of scriptures, that's just a cute buzzword that people use, man.
Yeah.
No, it's an actual thing, man.
Yeah.
That's the driving force. As Osman Walk opens up his videos with, he always talks about how the force that makes this edification possible.
Man.
That's what he's talking about, man.
Yeah. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Right, and if you don't have that, that's when you get people that are just their faith is in the world. Their faith is in what they can do, right? What they can set up, right? Going to the gym, whatever the hell it may be. You got faith in something,
Yeah.
right? And as the brother was gonna pull up, did you find that precept, James?
I got it, yeah.
It don't matter what you got planned. It don't matter what you think you're doing in your life, because at the end of the day, there's an overarching power,
Yeah.
right? The power in which we serve, Yahweh Shem Shai, he's the one that's governing the planet Earth, you know?
Can I read the NLT?
Come on.
I'm gonna read that verse 1 in the NLT. This Hebrews 11:1 in the NLT. Faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see.
Right, that's it. That's it. So that's why we look great, like, okay, like for example, like a child, right? You know, like let's say like if a child got separated from their mother, like a toddler or something like that, got separated from their mother, right? That toddler is gonna have that firm trust that their mother's gonna come back. They're gonna have that firm trust and that assurance and that faith that their mother's gonna come back. You see? Even though they don't understand the circumstances what would cause for separation or whatever, right? Even if sometimes in situations, tragic situations like, you know, if a child's mother, you know, passes away, right? You can't even really explain it to the child because they still got that firm trust that, I mean, it's a connection, but they still got that firm trust that, like they could, like let's say if you told a child, because they still don't really understand death like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in that sense, like how children, that's why Yahushua said, be like children. You know what I'm saying? Because the children have that faith in their parents, that blind faith.
Yeah.
In the sense of blind faith, meaning like, don't ask no questions.
Yeah.
Like, just do it. You know what I mean? Like a toddler, you know? If you tell your toddler, hey, you know, jump off this cliff, it'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Or jump, you know, jump from the second story of the house, and I'm gonna catch you. You convince them, they'll be like, okay, they'll do it. Without, like, they might be a little scared, but they'll do it. You see? That's that firm trust. That's that substance. Okay? That substance is that assurance.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even though you can't prove it, like, you know, okay, nah, like, I can't prove it. Don't ask me to prove it. But see, but that requires you to be submissive to a higher authority. That's why we see that example in children. Because there's, you know, they follow their parents, right? But the same way how we should be towards Yahweh Shem Shai.
And like you said, that's why they cry out. That's why kids cry out, because they had a faith that their parents gonna come to their rescue. You know what I'm saying? They'll cry out for their parents. You know, because they understand you could leave your kid in a room and you could think about not never coming back. Not saying do that, but you know, but your kid's gonna cry because he's like, you're gonna come back. Somehow, you're gonna pop up. You know, he had that assurance, like my parents gonna always come through. You know.
Can I get this?
Yeah.
It's the spirit. and you know, it's laying back on this point. Genesis chapter 22, and I'm gonna read the first 2 verses, and then I'm gonna jump down just to get the point. Because as the brother is saying, you know, that the example with the child. Genesis 22:1, and it came to pass after these things that the Most High did tempt Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, behold, here I am. And he said, take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of. Right? So that's the context of the chapter. You know, Abraham, right, who we already discussed, was chose because of his faith, the faith that he had. He was tried. The Lord told him to take and sacrifice his, you know, Isaac as a test. Okay, let's jump down to the point. Verse 6, it says, and Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. Right, so here it is, Abraham, right? And the scriptures don't tell you exactly how old Isaac was when this happened, right? But anybody, it don't matter really how old you are. If you are conscious and you know, oh, hey, my dad is bringing me up to this mountain, right? He's strapping me to some wood.
It wasn't the first time that Isaac had seen a sacrifice either.
Yep.
He knew what was going on.
Yeah.
You know, but it's laying back. It highlights the point that the priest was making. This is verse 7. This is what Isaac said. It says, and Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, my father. And he said, here am I, my son. And he said, behold, the fire and the wood, or behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? And Abraham said, my son, the Most High will provide a lamb for the burnt offering. So they went both together, right? Isaac trusted his father.
Yeah.
He trusted Abraham, even though through his carnal eyes, you know, it ain't adding up. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta be like a lamb. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to following Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? That's why he likens us to his sheep. Because what is the characteristic of sheep? You see, we would have more of an emotional tie to certain things that are said in the scriptures if we actually experience them, you know, firsthand. But we, you know, in this fucking urban metropolis bullshit, so we don't really deal with the day-to-day stuff of like livestock. You know what I'm saying? And the amount of care that it takes just to raise a small flock of like, you know, 5 or 10 sheep.
Even like chickens, even like small little, you know, it takes a lot of work.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But then you get to observe, okay, this animal behaves this way, this animal has this type of, you know what I'm saying? So the mentality of sheep is you can't just have one sheep. It'll get sick and die. You can't just say, oh, okay, I'm gonna go buy a sheep and feed it everything it needs and it'll be good. No, sheep are they're very lonely creatures. Like, meaning like they'll get lonely if they don't have, you gotta have at least like 3 or 4. That's a small flock. You know what I'm saying? They're herd animals. You can't just have one sheep. So the sheep, of course, are gonna be what? Subjective to the shepherd, right? If the shepherd doesn't put no fence around the perimeter of his area, then the sheep gonna get jacked up by wolves, right? If the shepherd leads the sheep out to an area and it just walks away and doesn't lead the sheep back, the sheep will just wander off. You see? So everything ties back to us being like sheep, because we are completely helpless without our shepherd, Yahweh Shai. You see? That's why when you read that Luke 10, you know what I'm saying? Other sheep I have which are not of this fold, right? That's us in these times, man. You see? Do you believe that? So-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, do you believe that? If you don't, then change the channel. I got a precept too. You got it, brother. Can you get what is it? John, St. John. Give me 1 second. No. St. John chapter 8 and 25.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got it. This is can we read it?
Yeah, about
John chapter 8.
No, I'm sorry, Luke 8 and 25. I can get it.
I got you.
Okay. Luke 8 and 25. I got it right here. I'm the reader. Let me shut the hell up. This is your precept. This is Luke chapter 8, verse 25. Actually, I'll start in verse 22. Now it came to pass on a certain day that he went into a ship with his disciples, and he said unto them, let us go over unto the other side of the lake.
Yep.
And they launched forth.
Yep.
Right? The whole time, just show you the numbers. Y'all good. This shows you. This shows you there's levels to faith,
Yep.
right? Because the disciples follow Yahweh on the boat. They didn't say, oh man, damn, maybe this boat might sink. They knew, okay, Yahweh, we gotta follow him, right? But there's levels to faith. It says, Luke chapter 8, in verse 23. It shows you the demons, man. Wait, bro, Northern Kingdom is, bro, I see why the Lord took out Northern Kingdom first. I see why, bro. Them niggas hate the Lord, bro. You're not even turning. It's the green light, you're not even turning. Oh, please, wait, hold on. See? Look at this shit. Look. They waited the whole green light just to wrap their shit up. You know what I'm saying? We don't got the mic, so we can't. I mean, Satan, bro.
That's the spirit, bro. It's Satan, man. Going in the faith, bro.
These goofy ass niggas right here.
Kryptonite. That's Satan's kryptonite, man.
You know? But it's okay. Cause silly. That's why the scriptures say Ephraim is as a silly dove. Silly dove Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like right on the cut. I'm gonna just read. This is Luke chapter 8, verse 23. But as they sailed, he fell asleep, and there came down a storm of wind on the lake, and there. See, the niggas getting mad. Maybe they might get some box off that shit. I doubt it. Let's see. I don't know. All right, this is Luke chapter 8, verse 23. But as they sailed, he fell asleep, and there came down a storm of wind on the lake, and they were filled with water and were in jeopardy. So all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drastic situation. Like, all right, no 911, no life vest, just a wooden boat in a storm in the Sea of Galilee.
Yeah. Probably dark.
Man.
Oh, of course it was dark.
Dark.
Of course it was dark.
Storm, dark.
You know what I'm saying?
And that storm is coming, man.
Man.
That storm is coming. I mean, really, it's here, but we know that there's like I'm saying, there's levels to everything. We ain't even entered the real storm yet. You know.
You see the thunder from far
Now
off.
check this out, right? It says they was in jeopardy. It says that there was a storm of wind on the lake, and they were filled with water and were in jeopardy. So they were in real danger.
Yeah.
Water was coming into the boat. You know what I'm saying? You know, like shit was real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if you watch one of those timepieces, like 300, not the one where he fights the king of Persia, whatever, I forgot what his name was, but the other one, right, where there's a lot of, it's basically all sea battles on the sea.
Yeah, he's talking about Roswell.
Like the brother's saying, bro, literally, literal water got into the boat. The boat was compromised.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. About to be on some abandoned ship,
Yeah.
right? Verse 24, and they came to him and awoke him, saying, Master, Master, we perish.
Man.
And like, look, hey, you about to die. Like, you're gonna have to pray we close to shore, or somebody gonna be close soon in a few hours. We finna be through, right? And then he arose and rebuked the wind and the raging of the water, and they ceased, and there was calm. And he said unto them, where is your faith?
Man.
See that? That shows you there's levels to faith, bro. So, what's up, man? Shalom. There's levels to faith, bro. And it ain't no cap, like it ain't no capacity where it's like, okay, this is the maximum faith that's possible. Nah. Yo, with the Most High, all things are possible. You see? That's the tapping into that power source that Esau can never take away. As long as we have, that's why Esau want to take that name away. That's why we get on Nathaniel, you know, Bishop Nathaniel, you know, he's the first name that comes to mind because he has the biggest following. We're not hating about no numbers. We're talking about how you compromise the name of Yahweh Shem Shai to acquire those numbers. You see what I'm saying? Because the name of Yahweh Shem Shai is a filter. Okay? It filters out demons. So you gotta have the faith in order to call upon that name. Do you believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai or not? That's a dividing question. Like, damn, okay, then do I believe in that or not? Right? You know what I'm saying? And it says, and they being afraid wondered, saying one to another, what manner of man is this? For he commandeth even the winds and the water. Yo, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai gonna destroy you, man. Hey, these whole ass niggas just threw a goofy ass water bottle, man. I mean, a water balloon. Hey, but you know why? It's okay. Now I gotta really say something. This is why. First of all, let's throw up a curse.
Did it from home.
No, that shit don't even matter. First of all, let's throw up a curse.
Okay.
All right. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Rakah.
Rakah.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Shalach.
Shalach.
Rayam.
Rayam.
Wa.
Wa.
Ainashim.
Ainashim.
Wa.
Wa.
Haragyam.
Haragyam.
Wa.
Wa.
Mashapatyam.
Mashapatyam.
Wa.
Wa.
Mawathyam.
Mawathyam.
Isle.
Isle.
Them niggas.
Them niggas.
Them niggas.
Them niggas.
Them niggas.
Them niggas.
That just threw.
Just threw.
That water balloon.
That water balloon.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Baba Kushah.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water.
The water.
Them yard.
Them yard.
Tawa. Yeah, man. Any scoffer, we're not playing with these scoffers, man.
Be careful.
We're not. I mean, but you know, it's like, bro. But it's like, okay, like, bro. I don't even want to say nothing unedifying, man.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, you kind of just want to just do a good, like, let's just go ahead and fight it out, man. Like, let's just go ahead and run it.
Right.
Let's just go ahead and run it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
Drop
that's
off.
the spirit. Didn't we just say?
It's
No, we just
you
said
did. Yep,
that's.
yep,
I
yep.
see why the Lord took
Yeah,
out the
but
northern
you talking
kingdom
about
first.
Israel. Yeah,
look,
Northern
look.
yeah.
Here's the proof. We're not bullshitting,
Yeah.
bro. These whole ass niggas threw a water balloon.
Nigga, what?
Like,
why are you even driving around with water?
no, but it's like, okay, like,
Come on, man.
like, okay, like, let's be real. Let's do a real assessment, right, real quick. Out of all the men in Dallas, right, to throw a water balloon at, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Out of all the men in Dallas to throw a water balloon at, the last one I would want to do that to would be a man of the Lord.
Right.
Lord willing, we one of those men. You know what I'm saying? So this is why the scripture is like, you know, Isaiah 6 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Those that go be for the sword to the sword. Those that are destined to perish by the famine, let them perish by the famine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, but you want to teach, you want to teach a nigga like that? You want to go out your way to teach a nigga like that? A nigga like that ain't gonna convert, man. They gonna have to die.
That's right.
You see? But now we're talking about faith. Now,
It shows.
a little weak at, bro, we were just talking about the tempestuous storms.
Yep.
Bro, that was really a sign from Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
Yep.
Damn, call Allah Yahweh Shem
Oh,
Shai, man. You know? But y'all was going to, or maybe I was pulling.
Nah, cause like you saying that, you know what I'm saying? They actually, cause the scriptures say that he that heareth you heareth me.
Yeah.
So like you know what I'm saying, since they lacked faith, what
I
happened?
couldn't hear him.
You know what I'm saying? Since they lacked faith, they didn't see us as the men of the Lord. So they threw a water balloon, whatever. But guess what? Yahweh Shai said, where he said prepare. He said there's whips, pretty much. He was paraphrasing for the backs of scorners, man, and scoffers. You know, because this is not of our message. We're just representatives of the King. That's all we are.
Yep.
You know, like if you watch the movie, since he brought up, if you watch the movie 300, when Xerxes sent that it like a Hamite, but when he sent that guy to give a message on the Leonidas, and Leonidas kicked him into the pit, that was equivalent to him kicking the Xerxes into the pit. That's why it raised war. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was coming, but that's what happened. So we're ambassadors of Yahweh Shai, man. We don't got to do nothing. The Lord's gonna judge them in a way that we can't even imagine, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna love it. We're gonna be like, call Allah Yahweh Shai, man. I got a quick one real quick if I didn't have one though.
Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 6. It says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a milestone hanged about his neck and that he will drown into the depth of the sea. So Yahweh is saying that if you offend one of these little ones, why? Because like we just said, we ambassadors of Yahweh Shai, man. He threw a balloon at Yahweh Shai.
Basically.
You know? But he basically did. He threw a balloon at Yahushua, man. The Lord said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst.
Yeah.
So he threw it. He threw a balloon at Yahushua. He threw a balloon
At the altar, the sacrifice.
Yep.
That, you know, that we making.
He spit on it pretty much.
You know.
You know?
But really, that was for us to see. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's for confirmation for us. You know? I got precept after you done.
Yeah, that was finished on that point, but you go ahead.
Okay, this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 13. It said, verse 12, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you. All right, future tense is saying, look, hey, you about to go through some stuff. Don't think like, you know,
Saturday Blue.
that this is some weird, like, don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Expect it. Expect it. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? If you training and you going to the gym and you staying in shape, you know what I mean, and you making sure you know what I mean, getting your technique down, yo, your reflex, everything gonna be on point when the real fight comes. So this shit, you know, it says, concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings. You see? So that's the mindset. Because a lot of individuals are like, man, this is what I gotta sacrifice something? Man, nah, bro. I quit. Oh yeah, I believe I'm an Israelite, but I ain't signed up for this.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, we gotta pray that we endure to the end, man.
Man. Can I get one real quick?
You got it.
I want to put this real quick because like you said that, it ain't like Yahushua intended us to do something he didn't have to do. For Yahushua to get back at the right side of the Father, you know what I'm saying, he had to sacrifice, man. So Yahushua is literally telling us, do the same thing I did. You know, sacrifice just like I did, man. You know, so I'm reading real quick. This is John 15:20. It says, remember the word that I say unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will also keep your saying. So Yahushua is saying that, hey, if I'm going to have to suffer, you know, this world's going to persecute me. They're going to also persecute you because you're coming in my names, man. You know?
Yeah, and really, that dude, you can tell they were young niggas.
Yeah.
And bro, oh man, am I carnal? I don't really have a carnal side, but I guess I do. I had a strong urge just to like run a fade with them niggas, man. Like I want a genuine one-on-one, like both of them, like come on, like me and you, and then
You're talking about for camera. For camera,
Oh,
bro.
bro?
But no, just like you were talking about, you know, how the fight didn't go through.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the spirit, you know?
Yeah.
But like specifically with them assholes,
Okay.
because you could know. But the point I'm trying to make, you could tell there's some whole ass niggas, man.
Yeah.
Like y'all, watching the video, y'all can't see like right behind the screen, behind the camera, right? Is cars driving. Like we show it all the time. It's cars driving. It's a street right here. You know what I'm saying? This is the most popular street, right? But guess what? Them dudes was at the stoplight, and they was mad that I was ignoring their hoe ass.
Yep.
Because he was trying to ask a question.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He was trying to ask a question. But guess what? Get out the damn car. Get out the car and ask no question. You know? No, I'm saying like even before they threw the balloon, anybody.
Yeah.
Like get out. Like why the fuck are you trying to have a conversation in the car?
Stop playing.
Like park the car. Look, it's parking. Park the car and come out. You know what I'm saying? But you wanna, But anyway, really they're so young. They probably don't even know how bad they fucked up. It's okay. I'm gonna finish the scripture real quick. First Peter chapter 4 and verse 13. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers in Mashiach's sufferings. That was the last one right here. After this one, we'll wrap it up. That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. All right. So go ahead and close up.
All right, Lord's willing, this was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom to the next camp. Shalom.